Here's a rewritten, long-form article based on the provided General Hospital storyline. I've kept a tight logical structure, expanded character motivations, and layered in dramatic tension to reach the immersive, 10,000 character style you prefer. General Hospital. Secrets, scandals, and shattered loyalties at Port Charles. Port Charles rarely knows a quiet day, and the latest wave of revelations ensures that everyone is pulled deeper into a storm of deceit, ambition, and broken trust. As lives intertwine and secrets press against the surface, the city finds itself once again on the edge of chaos. From Stella's quiet struggle with federal agents to Maxie's terrifying collapse on live television, the drama underscores how fragile the balance of power has become for the residents of General Hospital. Stella's battle in the shadows. Stella Henry's life takes an unexpected turn when federal anti-fraud investigators arrive with more questions than answers. Her decision to cooperate and speak with them privately is both brave and dangerous, signaling that Stella is prepared to defend her integrity against forces much larger than herself. Yet behind her calm exterior lies the weight of fear that her name, her reputation, and even her freedom could be destroyed if the investigation uncovers something she cannot explain away. Her private interrogation ripples outward. At the hospital, Curtis Ashford and Portia Robinson attempt to grasp a rare moment of intimacy, one that reminds them of the love that survived betrayal, injury, and doubt. But Jordan Ashford shatters that peace with a phone call, her voice laden with urgency. The news of Stella's predicament forces Curtis and Portia to abandon their fragile intimacy and race to the hospital. For Portia, the interruption is more than inconvenient, it reopens old wounds, reminding her that their marriage has always been shadowed by Curtis's loyalties to those beyond their immediate family. Brooke Lynn and the burden of family ties. Far from the hospital corridors, another drama unfolds at the Home and Heart studio. Brooke Lynn Quartermain finds herself locked in conversation with Flora Gardens, who acts as both confidant and mirror. Flora urges Brooke Lynn to reconsider her estrangement from Lois Cerullo, reminding her that the mother-daughter bond is fragile yet unbreakable if nurtured. For Brooke Lynn, the advice cuts deep. The Quartermain pride has always driven her decisions, but Flora's words force her to acknowledge that love sometimes demands humility. Even as Brooke Lynn wrestles with these emotions, Maxie Jones has her own storm brewing. Meeting privately with Martin Gray, Maxie entertains the radical thought of resigning from deception, her professional lifeline. Her guilt over defying her partner's wishes gnaws at her. But Martin coolly reminds her that she cannot simply walk away, contracts bind her, and her choices, reckless or not, will stain her reputation. Maxie's deeper concern lies in Sonny Corinthos's shadowy investment in deception. She knows that transparency is the only weapon against his influence. Determined, she presses Martin to arrange a clandestine meeting with the district attorney's office. But secrets carry weight, and Maxie is already suffocating under the pressure of balancing loyalty, morality, and survival. Dangerous flirtations and strategic warning. Meanwhile, at the Gothic halls of Windermere, Lucy Coe entertains a dangerous dance with Sidwell. Their flirtation is laced with both charm and calculation, culminating in a kiss that blurs the line between affection and manipulation. Marco Rios, ever observant, notices the tension between them. He questions his father about Luce's influence, aware that in Port Charles, affection is rarely free of ulterior motives. The arrival of Drew Kane intensifies the atmosphere. Brimming with righteous determination, Drew lays out his plan to dismantle Michael Corinthos, using the law as both weapon and shield. His obsession with reclaiming Willow as his own blinds him to the peril of crossing Sunny. Sidwell, however, is not so reckless. With measured calm, he warns Drew that provoking Sunny could ignite a war that no courtroom can contain. But Drew's ambition is deafening, and he storms away with his resolve intact. Marco senses the growing fracture. He confides in Sidwell that their alignment with Drew may soon drag them into ruin. Sidwell, pragmatic and cold, acknowledges the truth: Drew is no longer an ally but a liability. His subtle warning that Drew will become a burden foreshadows betrayal yet to come. A collapse on camera. The crescendo of the day erupts live on broadcast. Maxie, under the unforgiving studio lights, applies a simple cosmetic product meant to showcase deception's charm. Yet within moments, her body betrays her. A sickly pallor spreads across her face, her movements slow, and before anyone can intervene, Maxie collapses before the cameras. Panic swallows the studio. Crew members shout, Brooke Lynn rushes forward, and producers scramble to cut the feed. What was meant to be a glowing endorsement of deception spirals into a televised nightmare. The question spreads instantly: was it an accident, an allergic reaction, or something far more sinister? With Sunny's name tied to deception and Maxie's quiet efforts to expose financial misdeeds, suspicion sharpens like a knife. Martin's web of conflict. As Maxie is rushed to General Hospital, Martin Gray finds himself pulled in two directions. His first instinct is to shield Maxie, to protect her from legal and corporate fallout. Yet when he turns his attention to Stella's case, he discovers a wall he cannot climb. The same insurance fraud investigation circling Stella now ensnares him as well. His hands are tied, his credibility compromised. Instead of playing the role of savior, Martin realizes he may be dragged into the abyss alongside her. The irony is bitter. In attempting to be the fixer for everyone, Maxie, Stella, deception, Martin has only exposed himself as a target. His recognition that he is part of the problem marks a turning point, one that could destroy his career and leave those who trusted him adrift. The tapestry of Port Charles. The stories unfolding across Port Charles converge on a single theme: loyalty tested under fire. Stella's battle against fraud investigators forces Curtis, Portia, and Jordan to reconsider what family truly means. Brooke Lynn's confrontation with Flora reopens old wounds about maternal bonds and pride. Maxie's collapse underlines the lethal consequences of secrets and corporate deceit. Drew's ambition puts him on a collision course with Sunny, while Sidwell and Marco quietly calculate how to sever ties before they burn. Every revelation fractures alliances, every secret exposes another. In Port Charles, survival requires both ruthlessness and clarity, yet few seem capable of both. As Stella faces the investigators, Maxie lies unconscious, Drew sharpens his vendetta, and Martin stares into the consequences of his own compromises. The city teeters on the edge of yet another storm. And as always in General Hospital, the question remains, who will endure the fallout, and who will be destroyed by it? This rewritten article avoids the bullet point recap style, instead weaving the storyline into a continuous dramatic narrative with character depth, layered suspense, and clear cause and effect logic. Would you like me to make it even more suspense-driven, with darker undertones of conspiracy, poisoning, sabotage, betrayal within the studio, or keep it in this balanced dramatic style closer to the soap opera's tone?